Shalom Jackie, welcome back to another episode of my favourite video that I ever film, ever. I flipping love filming this video. This is essentially, I try my subscribers dinner recipes and pudding, obviously, because you've got to have pudding every day of my life, do you know what I mean? I can't finish a meal without something sweet, it's just not in my DNA. I asked you guys over on Instagram, which is gracebooth97, if you want to be involved with these videos, you've got to be following the Instagram, you know what I mean? And I asked you guys to email me your favourite recipes, and you came through. I love doing this so much because honestly, just finding out, you always give me a little like blurb of where the recipes come from, where you live, like how you found my videos, all things like that, and it just makes me so happy because you know so much about me and I don't know much about you, so I want to know more about you. Right now I've just started making the first thing. I'm making these lemon squares and I've just made the pastry and I'm about to make the lemon filling on top. For this recipe we need a whole cup of fresh lemon juice. So I'm gonna get squeezing with the best contraption ever. Look at that, she is sexy. Let's take a guess of how many lemons it will be. You try at home, like in Dora the Explorer, you know, and they're like, how many can you count? Right, let's see. 5 lemons, people. It seems weird, we've got the flour, eggs, sugar and lemon juice in there all at once. We have to whisk it. Let's give it a go and see how she is. Here is the part bake pastry case. She is pre-oven and after. As I always say, disclaimer in these videos, obviously you can't like everything, so I don't want to offend you if I don't like the food. I don't mean to. Your taste buds are different everywhere, do you know what I mean? Anyway, we're gonna get started on our dinner element now, which today we're gonna have tandoori chicken wraps. It sounds like the sort of food that my family would really enjoy. So we're preparing the mango salsa. There's even like a cucumber raita. I never know how to pronounce that. I'm so excited for this. I'm really in the mood for it. Like a good wrap. I love wraps. I love burritos. I love, oh, just textural, like crunchy things, variation, and I feel like this has 3 elements. I just love elements. And now we're just preparing the, I never know how to say that word, raita. You know that yogurty cream?
Raita.
Raita, whatever it's called, which has got mint.
Funny enough,
Last night?
Raity.
Raity. Let's call it a raity. If MasterChef say it, then surely that's how you say it, right?
I think that's right.
We've produced a lamb, some cucumber and mint, and some yogurt. So we're about to make the chicken wraps, and I've actually, oh, you can't even see, I've prepared everything in little bowls right over here. I feel like I am going to steal Gino to Campo's job. If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. Potentially these are going to be the best thing that I've ever tasted. It smells incredible. Okay, I'm going to cut up the lemon squares whilst dinner is cooking. They're not lemon squares, they're lemon rectangles, but that's alright. Oh wow! Look at that! That is great! Okay, here we go. We have the chicken tandoori, the raita and the mango salsa and our wraps. We've got everything in there and then we're just going to wrap her up. Mmm, that's yummy. Mmm, you could have it as a curry. This is delicious. I actually thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm going to eat it again. Would cook it for people again. Mum.
Big fat 10 out of 10. That was delicious. That floated my boated.
But Dad says
there was just a little edge of bitterness in the sauce that I didn't overly like.
But then he didn't have the yogurt or the mango. Right, onto lemon squares. And a lemon curd on top. Lemon squares. I think they look quite good.
Very good.
I wonder what he's going to think. Is he going to say it's bitter? He's unsure. He's unsure. I'm waiting for it. There's a... That's what he's doing it. Look, he's doing it.
Yeah, we know there's going to be a comeback comment.
What is it?
Slightly less base.
Thinner base.
Do you know what? I think I did it in...
the wrong size.
The wrong size.
Oh, grack.
Because there was a little bit of the lemon left over. Too much base, but...
Other than that,
yeah, bit too much base.
Well, that was your fault though, not the recipes.
That's my fault. No, I like this. Well done. Yeah. So for today's recipe, we are going to be having... We have our main meals at lunchtime on a Sunday. I don't know why that is. It's just kind of like a habit that our family has. We are going to be having a lentil and spinach curry. Now there's actually thought behind this. Number one, I am not a big curry gal, specifically homemade curry. I feel like it just never matches up to the expectations that I have. I don't know what the second reason was. It's mainly because I just wanted to see if this would match up to my expectations, because last time I did this video, one of you guys gave me a lentil dal recipe and it was fantastic. So if this is anything like that lentil dal, then I am here for it. Do you know what I mean? We are here to learn. Because I went into the lentil dal not thinking much of it, and it was so simple, the recipe. It was so flippin' delicious. The ginger and garlic is in and sauteing away. Got the ginger, garlic, onion, curry powder. We're going in with the lentils and the vegetable broth. Okay, so I have added the spinach. We've gone for frozen spinach because that's what we had in the freezer. And it is essentially looking like a dal. We got the spinach and lentil curry with coriander on top. What are we thinking, guys? From appearance?
Yummy. It looks delicious.
Not Dad's sort of thing. He wants the meat.
Like it will floaty my boaty.
Right.
What's that, Mum?
So we've consumed. I really enjoyed it.
So
What do you think? It wasn't curry. It was like a cross between a curry and a dal.
It's very nice.
Dal is a curry.
It's not like a main curry though. Dad even approved.
I've saying something, Mr.
And he always thinks that it should have meat in or whatever. I'm making a chocolate moist mug cake. Apparently this is the moistest mug cake you'll ever have in your life. And I always get sent these. And actually something I get requested to do all the time is a 24-hour eating only mug cake recipe. So instead we're just going to do this moist mug cake. Last one we did in this video wasn't a success. So hopefully this one's a bit better.
I still think we should put together a cookbook of recipes, your subscribers' recipes.
That's a nice idea, Mum.
Grackle's
subscriber recipe.
Yeah, great idea.
That would Grackle
Tried and
favourite.
tested.
It's a very, very liquidy mug cake, which is maybe what makes it.
Which I haven't got.
Bless you. And it says dump a bit of chocolate spread in the middle and then it finds its way down when it melts. Here we go. It does actually look moist. Why do people hate the word moist? What did it ever do to them? That's probably one of the best mug cakes I've ever had. Indigestion. You know when it goes like this really slow and it's hot? Ow, this is good.
Those two little...
It's the best mug cake I've ever had. You want some? What we're doing today is I'm just making dessert because we have something that looks absolutely incredible. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm going to give it a whirl. Nusselseken. That's really wrong. I'm sorry, whoever I just offended with that pronunciation. It's converted to snail rolls, I believe. Essentially, it's a cinnamon roll, but with nuts in instead of the cinnamon. But it does have a little bit of cinnamon in. What is interesting is the filling doesn't really have a... Normally, when you make cinnamon rolls, it's got like butter in or something creamy to make it all like stick together. But it doesn't. So I am intrigued. It's on you go, and then you just sprinkle it around. Swirl it as if it was a cinnamon roll. She on Ace Games mode. This is pre-proof and they look pretty good. These two are the end bits, so they look like little tiny nubbins, but I'm actually obsessed. I think they look really good. And now we're gonna do the glaze, which is icing, sugar and lemon. We're using a lot of lemons this week, let me tell you, for free. Oh, she's sexy. Hey party people! So we're making lunch now. This is a very simple one we've got going on. So what we're doing, you get your salmon. It's a little bit of oil, a little tiny wee bit of oil, a little bit of crushed garlic. Rub all over that schnitzel. We put the halved tomatoes on top of it. And then we wrap it up like so. So we have got the noodles ready and we're just about to add the salmon on top. Here we go, there it is. So we actually boshed that in T-2 seconds because I was hungry. I actually really enjoyed that. Simple, summery.
I liked it on the bed of noodles particularly.
Yeah, it was nice.
I would never think to put salmon with noodles, don't know why.
Really? I love a noodle with the salmon. It works so well. I love it. And for dessert we've got these puppies.
Yes, boy.
I'm cringing watching this, editing this back because I have a tiny bit of the glaze right here in the corner of my mouth and I hate it. I literally hate seeing that. Anyway, me trying the nusselseken. I don't know how to say it. Wait, do you know where this is from? Austrian.
Nice.
They're called Nussersucken, and it means snail rolls. Cute, right? Yeah, definitely could do with more icing. We ran out of icing.
Very delicious.
And warm would be nicer.
Yeah, but no good.
We have encountered a slight issue that the pork mince goes out of date today. So actually we're going to have dinner tonight. So that means I need to make pudding as well. So we're going to have it a day early. I'm just going to shift the days around, but I'm still testing your recipes. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our brown butter pecan cookies. I make these because you have to put them in the fridge for 4 hours. Getting the butter pecans. Honestly, whenever I see the word pecan, I just want to say pecan, but that's just not how people say it in England. Isn't it funny how words are said so differently all across the world? Why do we say rubbish and other people say trash? Take out the trash can. Get these nice and buttery. And then we have to brown the butter, which I don't think I've ever done before, browning the butter. It sounds like a fun time. This is a lovely mixture, and now it goes into the fridge for 4 hours. So into the oven they went. It was a really, really lovely texture of dough, I'm not gonna lie. I baked them and then took them out and popped them on a wire cooling rack. For tea, we are making probably the recipe that I'm most excited for, which is Vietnamese caramelized pork bowls. Now, we aren't big pork eaters in this family. I don't think I've ever had pork mince in my life. But it has it in there, and I'm so buzzing to try. I like to prepare my vegetables before I cook any meat, because then I know it's in the fridge and I know it's not being contaminated by any of the raw meat. So it's got all the little elements. We've got the spring onion, the carrots, all that jazz that we put on a plate, and then people can help themselves. I just think it sounds absolutely stonking. I love spring onions. Aren't spring onions just so wonderful? They're just so great. They literally enhance a dish by, it's kind of like sesame seeds. They just, We have our rice on back here, and we're about to cook our, it said to use peanut oil, but we don't have any. So I'm just going to cook in vegetable oil, which I know is not the same, I'm fully aware. However, we do have fish sauce, which I've never used before, and I'm really intrigued. Does it smell like fish? That's not a nice smell. I've added everything and it should be getting caramelized. The rice is on. I decided to cook my bean sprouts because I don't like raw ones. We've got everything. I think the rice is literally going to be ready in one. Oh look! So here we have our base, and then we basically top it off with any of the bits and bobs on here. Chef's kiss. Vietnamese caramelized pork bowl. Oh, that pork is good, you know. I honestly probably had about 3 servings of today's dinner. It was so good. My mum wasn't the biggest fan, but I really enjoyed it. Review of the caramelised pork bowl. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. Probably my favourite meal yet. Dad?
Yeah, best one.
And Mum was her least favourite. So it just goes to show that everyone has different taste buds and everyone likes different things. And for dessert today, we have the brown butter pecan cookies. Boom. Oh, that's nice. It tastes like comforting.
Everything.
Well, I like them. They're really nice.
I didn't think you'd like it.
It's not too sweet. I think that's what I like. I don't like cookies and they're so sweet.
I feel like it's sweet. I think because it's brown butter, it's got a salty edge, which... Dad, what do you think?
9.
What? No.
A cookie, yeah.
You prefer a chocolate chip cookie or that?
Difficult.
Chocolate chip.
Maybe. Not like definite.
Really?
They're really nice.
And Mum's gone in for a second, so... Hi guys, it's me again with day 5. And today we have got very, very yummy. Oh, in my tummy, we have got some funny, sorry, bit of a weird mood, what can I say? Some chocolate chip cookie bars. We all know I love a chocolate chip cookie. Absolutely love it, can't get enough. But this is a bar, so don't know how different it will be, but I just feel like it will be better. Shake up my normal cookies, but they're going to be a bit more gooey, which I love a gooey cookie. Get in there, boys. This is it. Brown sugar elevates a cookie. Anyway, I'm just going to follow the recipe, which as always is linked down below, and we will have a delicious, hopefully anyway, chocolate chip cookie bar. Frankly, this looks 10 out of 10. I'm about to put it in the oven. Did you see my hand? Pop and mug it off then. Right, into the oven, honey. Here is the cookie dough bar. So we're gonna leave that to cool in the pan. So for dinner today, we're actually making a fish risotto, which we've actually had a lot of fish during this week and we're not normally a fishy family. The thing is, I bought the wrong frozen fish, so it's cooking in the oven. I'm gonna have to like cook everything else and then just add the fish to it. So it looks super duper easy. Just put the first third of stock in there and then you just gradually add it. But I am gonna add some frozen peas because I just feel like it needs a little bit of veg in there. I've added, oh, she's steamy. I've added the lemon parsley and lemon zest, and I'm about to add the fish to it, and then I think it will be ready. This is what it should look like because it's supposed to have parmesan on. Oh, there's a lemon wedge if you want a lemon wedge. But it's got lemon in it, so I don't. Oh, and I bought I got off little leaves of parsley, lemon. What do we think?
Very nice.
That's really hot.
Really hot.
Hey, cool cats and kittens. What do we think of that?
Needs prawns.
It's a fish risotto though.
Yeah, fish and prawns.
It was very delicious, Grace.
Thanks, Mum. Chloe?
Very nice.
Here is Dad's little cookie slice. He's having a small slither. It's gooey. It's nice and gooey in there.
This is the first time I think I've had cookies and ice cream.
What? You've never had cookies and ice cream? Okay, here it is.
Got to look after them.
It's very gooey. What do you think, Dad?
Nice.
You like it? What's your experience like of a cookie and ice cream?
Nice.
It works together, doesn't it? Yeah.
I'm quite impressed with my candelabra cactus. Aptly named, I feel.
Who's that from? Nanny and Booth.
Yeah, all the little bits, I think it out.
This is really good.
You could have said.
This is really good, isn't it? Yeah, really like this one. And that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy. Love you all loads. As always, feel free to leave video suggestions down below. Goodbye.